fair to say one of the more tumultuous weeks of his storied NASCAR Sprint Cup career. Checkered flag and a win at Homestead for Jeff Gordon.
I'm proud of you guys. That was awesome.
And the checkered flag and a NASCAR Sprint Cup championship for Penske Racing and Michigan's Brad Keselowski.
We did it, boys. We did it. Great job. What an awesome season. Let me introduce you to your 2012 Sprint Cup champion right here, guys.
Brad said he didn't know what it would feel like to be a champion. Well, he's going to know now. Paul Wolf paired together with Brad a couple of years ago, winning the NASCAR Nationwide Championship. One of the bright minds in the sport, considered by many to be a dynamic duo, these two.
Yeah, I'm not sure this isn't just the start. We don't want to overlook this first one, but this is a team. They keep this together. A lot of good people involved there that could certainly make a difference. How about Dodge going out and they get the championship, leaving the sport right now?
Yeah, and you take that with the lame duck engine program over at Penske and how they were able to give them good engines, great power to win this championship.
There's the victory celebration. The other end of the story, Jimmy Johnson going out of the race with a mechanical failure about 3/4 of the way through. Jamie?
Well, at one point of this race, he was on top of the points over Brad Keselowski, then the issue on pit road, then ending up back here. Can you describe what these moments have been like for the last 20 minutes?
Yeah, pretty heartbreaking, you know. We were doing what we needed to, and certainly in position, putting a lot of pressure on the 2 car, but it's racing, stuff happens. Stuff out of my control, certainly, so I just got to reflect back on an amazing year, and just a ton of effort from everybody, Hendrick Motorsports, especially this 48 team. Great support from Lowe's, Chevrolet, my fan base, my wife and daughter. You know, definitely not the result we wanted, but you know, I'm very proud of how we raced all year long, the success we had on track, and the pace we had on track. Didn't get the result, but that's life. We'll come back next year and try again.
All right, 5-time champion ends his day in the garage. Alan?
Certainly a terrific fight for the championship between Jimmy Johnson and Brad Keselowski. And I think the burnout session's over because there's no more rear tires on that 2 car.
What a terrific job Brad has done just all year long. Just incredible to watch him every single one of these racetracks.
And for Roger Penske, he called it winning a NASCAR Sprint Cup championship, said it would be the pinnacle of achievement in motorsports. And Dave, for a guy who's accomplished so much, he's just achieved the pinnacle for him.
He has. We'll ask him about it now as guys from the blue and the yellow teams come over to congratulate him. So many people here tonight to see this possibly happen. And now that it has, Roger, what's the feeling?
Well, I'll tell you, it's been a great season. I just can't take my hat off enough to all of the great guys on our team, you know, from Brad, obviously, Paul Wolf, and the whole team, Travis Geisler, when you think about Mike Nelson, Scott Curry, all those guys who built those great engines. Not one failure all year long in that Dodge engine. So I want to thank Dodge for what they've done for us and all the people. And this win goes to all these servicemen around the world that have put so much in their hearts for us to keep us safe and secure. So for me, it's just a double win.
Why is this so difficult? Why was it so hard to get here, Roger?
Well, I think the competition is just, you know, so super. And you think about the people that have won this series over the years. You know, Rick Hendrick's a great friend of mine. You can see Johnson, those guys are right there, right down to the last few laps. But it's just something that you have to work on, and these guys are the best.
And that makes it a little sweeter, right?
Absolutely.
Sweet night indeed for Penske Racing and that man, Roger Penske, Alan.
The cup to the captain, finally.
23 full-time seasons before he gets his first one.
Man who became a captain of industry partly on the success on the racetrack, building that name, that brand. Started out as a racer himself behind the wheel. Brad Keselowski trying to make his way through the swarm to begin the celebration. Our Goodyear Superior performer. Yeah, he finished 15th today, but he was right up there doing everything he needed to throughout this race. And of course, what a tremendous drive to the championship when he looked the 5-time champ in the eye and never blinked.
Just not one time did he back down from any challenge that was thrown at him. And even when Jimmy Johnson went and won 2 races in a row, got max points, Brad still believed that this was the team to beat, and certainly proved that.
All right, Joe, thanks. Hello, brother.
Well, the most overshadowed victory of the season is the win in the last race while the champion's recognized. But Jeff Gordon is going to end this season in victory lane. We go there presented by Tire Rack.
Underrated victory and overshadowed by the championship. But for this, it's big for Jeff Gordon. You proved last week you're a fighter and you won't give up. Jeff, what does it mean to end the season in victory lane?
Oh my God, it means so much. I mean, this is for DuPont right here, 20 years. That is a long time to be together with a sponsor. For them to commemorate that with this awesome paint scheme with this silver car means so much. I knew we had a great race car going into the race. And, you know, at times I didn't think we had a winning car, but you know what? We played the strategy perfectly, and we had a really good car. And, you know, it's just unbelievable to experience this, after last week, and then to come here and battle like this and end up in victory lane is just unreal. So I got to thank Drive to End Hunger, DuPont, Pepsi, Quaker State, Chevrolet, everybody that makes it. This team is just awesome. I love Alan Gustafson. This is a great way for us to end this season. I know it's about the championship, so turn it over to the champion.
Well, Jeff, hold on. There was a lot in the news this week, of course, regarding you. And then, of course, you and Clint Boyer end the race as his kids come into victory lane. You two battling at the end. Jeff, is this just redemption after what happened last week?
Can you believe that? I mean, there was one restart where I had Joey and maybe even Eric and Clint right there surrounding me. And, that thing is gonna work itself out some way through racing, and I felt terrible about how I went about it, and I still regret the way I went about it. And you know what? But I can't take it back. What we can do is look forward and race guys as hard and clean as we possibly can. And this is a great way to get some positive things going, because this year's been real up and down. So this is awesome to be able to have my family here in victory lane. Got to thank Sprint, all the fans. What an amazing turnout this has been for this final race and the championship battle. And I got to take my hat off to Jimmy Johnson and that team too. They did an excellent job battling for this championship. I know they didn't win it, but you know what? They were up against somebody really incredible, and Brad, they did an excellent job, Paul Wolf, and I got to say congratulations to Roger Penske on his first championship. That I know how much that means to Roger being in the sport as long as he has.
Let's go back upstairs to Alan.
Jeff Gordon wins the race. They're setting up for the championship celebration.